All right. So
We're
You
now.
should have known, Noons. You should have known.
I didn't know typing in Hollywood would get me boobs, dude. At least real people
Dude, do
boobs.
you,
Real people
dude?
boobs.
Have you
Real.
not? Are you not aware of how fucking horny on main the Bleach fandom is for its waifus?
I don't. Bro, all right. Bleach Five Ways the Espada were the best villains, and Five Ways the Sternritter were better. Look at them, bro.
So the
The
Espada
Yuha
were
versus
not the
Aizen.
best.
So yeah, like I guess like all right, the Espada are second best. Interesting.
Manfish.
If there's something Bleach got perfectly right, it's the villains. One of Shonen Jump's original big three goes to not one, but two of the most distinct enemy groups of its time: the Espada, the 10 strongest hollow ever made, and the Sternritter, the top Quincy of the Wandenreich, army chosen by our Yuha himself. Both groups proved formidable against Ichigo, his friends, and the forces of Soul Society. But only one could be considered the best. After all, there are some things that only each side can do better than the other. Your title says otherwise. Your title kind of says the Vandenreich is better than the Espada.
Like, Suiza.
I'm literally just like, dude. I'm gonna predict this is basically going to turn into the Car arc versus the Thousand Year Blood War arc. I feel that's probably what it's gonna turn into. I feel that's what it's probably gonna turn into.
I expect at least a few entries to go in that direction. Probably just like we'll see though.
Yeah, we'll see. So let's see. Let's start this off at number 10. Espada. Aizen was a better leader. What? Even today, Aizen is
Read their
considered one of the
explanation.
greatest anime villains ever conceived. Hold up. Bleach. 10 times Aizen went too far. Okay. As the uh, Mecha-villain leader of the Arrancar
Machiavellian.
and Machiavellian? Okay. Machiavellian of the Arrancar and Espada, Aizen used his hollow palms and the Shinigami effectively on his mission to attain godhood. This showed just how big of a mastermind he was, and, more terrifyingly, how he, how he was actually kind of right to oppose Soul Society. Meanwhile, Yuha is a tiny veiled Aizen. Wait, what? Thinly veiled Aizen clone. Wait, clone? Nani? From his desire for immortality to randomly killing his soldiers, Yuha repeats what Aizen did, only out of obligation rather than anything interesting. Nani? Worse, Yuha is just a walking plot device who's retroactively shoehorned into major events. Example: the death of Ichigo's mother. So that he can feign importance instead of doing something worthwhile in the present. What the fuck is this? Hold
What
up.
the fuck?
This is just
Wait.
blatant
Hold,
Yuha
hold, hold.
slander.
Wait. Didn't Aizen was a better leader, and the writing for Yuha's trash. They just retroactively continuity with this man. Like, shouldn't you be focusing on how Yuha's a worse leader in some way? Like, if
Dude,
anything, I would argue Yuha's a better leader between the two. Like, Aizen's just like commanding fear out of the Espadas just because he's so much stronger than them. Like, the Quinties actually believe in Yuha's cause.
yeah. Dude, we have.
There's no fear in any of their minds that, like, oh, if we disobey him, Yuha will just murder us.
Yeah.
Is there
Dude,
that one
Like,
quick? Yeah, Yuha's like disappointed in us. He's going to kill us all.
wait, what?
eh,
What'd you say, Prideful?
They're watching someone like read the or cover like the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, and there's this one Quincy which said, "Yeah, we failed Yuha, so the Australian light's going to wipe us all out."
oh.
Oh, you're talking about when he's
Oh, yeah.
using the
Oh, yeah,
Australian.
yeah. The
No,
Australian,
that's
yeah.
at the end when he's actually using the Australian, and they weren't chosen to be elite like Sternritter. Like
It's
like
just
no,
like,
like all of them.
this.
Go, you say what you're
The
gonna say
title of this
first.
point is a non sequitur for what's written.
Uh, like I
You
guess
know,
they're trying to
Aizen was a
say
better leader. But the points are, oh, Aizen's a better villain.
yeah. You should have like you should have put it that Aizen was a better villain instead of saying he's a better leader and saying like the reason he's a better leader is because he's a better villain. Like I don't know why you tried to do it like this and phrase like this, but in the first place, Yuha isn't in Aizen Club in the first place. So very odd. Like
Like Aizen's goals at the end of the day are to obtain godhood and take the place of the Soul King. Yuha's goal is, well, his methods are similar, become the Soul King by absorbing his corpse, but his goals are different. He wants to just end life and death itself and just basically end the cycle of reincarnation entirely.
yeah, like it's to stop all progression, just to stop all like despair that will come from it by causing
Like,
a world to
even
despair.
personality-wise, they're pretty different. Because, dude, have you seen how much of a ham Yuha is?
I'm like, dude,
Huh?
Like, this man's shouting almost every other line he says, while Aizen's just way more calm and collected.
yeah,
Like, he is very different from him.
like dude, Yuha is a freaking dictator that is just like that's suave, dude. He's a suave dictator, bro. He literally kills one of these wrong guards just like, bruh, I don't like violence. Like, I don't like conflict. While kill, while killing the thing.
And if they're gonna talk like, oh, Yuha be the real cause of the death of Ichigo's mother is shoehorned in, dude, you can say the same about Aizen planning out Ichigo's entire fucking life up to that point. Don't have your double standards on my ass. I will catch you.
It's literally just like, stop it, bro. Stop it. Cease. Cease. Especially since, right, that Aizen literally is like, bro, you're like, you're Shinigami, and, like, bro, there's not that many races, dude. There's not that many races in Bleach, bro. So, you feel me? Kind of sus. Come on,
Alright,
bro.
let's move on to number 9 here. I wonder how the Vandenreich is better than this. I wonder. Sternritter, they had a better entrance. Let's see. The Espada take a while to introduce themselves, with each member gradually revealing themselves and their number. In fact, it takes a full arc before all the Espada are fully introduced, and all 10 of them don't even fight as one unit since they are split up early on. In comparison, the Quincy immediately establish how big of a threat they are when they launch a devastating surprise attack on Soul Society. In the final arc's first few chapters, a few Sternritter effectively cripple the entire Shinigami force, steal 4 Bankai, and even trap Ichigo in limbo. As far as entrances go, the Quincy easily have the Espada beat. I can actually agree with that. Because, like, dude, the start of the Blood War is so fucking good, in part because of, like, just how much of an impact the Sternritter left just at
Dude,
their introduction.
they pulled up and took out arm. Okay, spoiler warning, right? Y'all have 5 seconds to leave. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, so when the Sternritter attack, Yamamoto dies. Yamamoto dies. We
Literal
were under the
thousands of
impression.
fodder Shinigami dying in minutes.
We were under the impression at the start too that Byakuya died. So after we were like, bro, nigga, we just lost Byakuya and our nigga Yama. Wait, hold on there, Buckaroo.
And Hashfault fucking cut Ichigo's Bankai in half with
What
one
we just
swing.
got, dude? Our boy Ichigo. He has the power of everybody loaded in, bro. He defeated Genjo, bro. Genjo, the nigga that just said, bro, if I was in here, bro, y'all niggas would be having some problems, bro. Genjo wanted all the smoke, bro. Half the Gote came for Genjo, bro. This nigga wanted all the smoke. Ichigo beats his ass. And then this nigga immediately gets his Bankai snapped. Immediately. These niggas came hitting different, bro. These guys were menaces. Pure menaces. Bro, dude, they took out Izuru, dude. They took out Izuru, bro. He became a zombie. Izuru
Dude,
became
like
a
5
zombie.
pages into the first invasion, and he's fucking out.
He's done, bro. Dude, dude, bro. Remember when freaking uh, Renji's like, bro, we can't we can't cut them. Byakuya's like, there's no way, that's impossible. Cuts Asnot, right? And then this nigga goes Bankai. This shit immediately gets stolen. Renji's like, wait, Bankai. This nigga gets hit by Mask, bro. He gets hit and he's out. He's hit and he's out. He's done.
Dude, like the Sternritter introduction is so fucking effective in so many ways.
It's so cold. Dude, Chojiro dies immediately, bro. This nigga dies immediately. And then we're told, bro, this nigga could have been a
Dude, he died
captain.
before it even started.
Literally. And then we're told, bro, this nigga could have been a captain. We're shown the backstory, it's supposed to be all impressive, all emotional and shit. Bro, this nigga scarred Yama, bro. One of those scars was from him. This nigga died before the war started. The war ain't even start,
I
bro.
got called. What did I miss?
You don't know about the Sternritter, bro. Bro, once the anime comes out, bro, oh lord, bro,
Oh, I
this
cannot wait
being
for it. Like,
animated,
that's
dude. Yang, when this is animated, dude, it's over. It's
Dude, it's gonna
over.
be weeks upon weeks of just glory for Bleach.
Dude, bruh. But enough nutting. Yeah, this point is right. We'll give this to you. We'll give this to you. Yes.
To be fair to the Espada, though, it's a very different way of how the thread is introduced. Because the
Yeah.
thread is introduced in that even these fodder, or by comparison, Arankars are a huge threat, and Grimdale just beat the shit out of the main character, and he's not even in the top half
Yeah.
of the Espada.
Yeah.
It's
Like.
just, it's still effective. It's just like the Sternritter they're in a league of their own by
Yeah.
comparison.
The Sternritters are
Like
just too cold.
one of the best introductions to any arc I've ever experienced.
Like the Thousand Year Blood War, bro. My boys. Once this is animated, bro, we're eating. We're feasting, bro. Straight
Even
up.
Thanksgiving won't be comparable.
Facts, bro. Thanksgiving every day that a Bleach episode drop, bro. It's over. It's over. But alright. Uh, but just to
Number
put
8,
respect
back to
on
the
the,
Espada.
just to put respect on the Espada though, like when we found out Ukiyor wasn't even number one, bro, and this nigga freaking downed Ichigo like that, bro, that was cold. Like just to give respect, that was cold as shit.
But,
Just saying.
but at the same time, that was still decently into the arc, not like
Yeah,
towards the beginning.
yeah, to be fair, but go on, yeah, yeah.
Let's go on to number 8. It's your turn, dude. I just read number 9.
Oh, bro, fuck, dude. All right, 8 Espada.
Are you
The
not even
Fraction are
memory
just.
level?
Dude, we went off on that point. All right, bro, we went off. 8 The Espada, their Fraction are just as compelling as they are based. Many of the Espada have a partner or personal army of Fraction, i.e., their subjects. All in all, this would amount to almost 20 individual hollows, with Fraction being as well designed and characterized as their masters. Additionally, they all have unique personalities and reasons for servitude. This tally doesn't even include the X Espada and their Arankar working under Aizen. And Quincy can't hold a candle to this, since all they have are 26 Sternritter. Of that number, only less than half are developed properly due to the final arc's rush nature. The rest of the Quincy army is made up of faceless soul dead, who just who are just mass Quincy who die in mass. Are you serious right now? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait,
Wait a
wouldn't
minute.
the better point be that the Espadas are better written?
Yeah, you.
It's like, dude, I read that. The Fraction are just
Oh my
as
god.
compelling as they are. Fuck no. No way
Yeah,
are the Fractions as compelling as the Espada.
they just not, bro.
Like, oh, Grimjow's groupies. Oh, we got the Bullman. He's He's a villain. He's a thing. Ooh, we got Shenlong. He's a little fancy.
Bruh, our boy
Ooh,
D-Roy,
we
dude,
got.
better than Basby, yo. D-Roy better than Basby? Pause?
Ooh, we got Argon 6 Fractions who do nothing with very little character.
Like,
Honestly,
okay, to be fair. Hold up, to be
Tion,
fair, to be fair.
American are honestly very annoying in my opinion.
Okay, so, to be fair, right? There is material. Like, there's material in the anime. I'll say that, right? There's material in the anime. There's, like, stuff in BBS. I'm like, you can get their character. Like, to be fair, yes. But that's not all of them. Alright, Bucko? That's not all of them.
It's
And
just like
they're not as good as the Espada. Stop it.
they're
And if
just not. Like that's straight cap.
literally
Like
just saying
not
that,
as
bro,
much time
playing
as
a
you into the
numbers game.
Fractions. They're a lot more one note.
Yep. I'm like,
Like just no. This is not a good argument. You would have a much stronger case if you argued that the Espada are just like more compelling villains as individuals. Because
yeah.
I can agree with that because half the Sternritter don't really amount to much.
I'm like, bruh. This kinda sus. This kinda sus. You're just playing a numbers
You know,
game.
it's just gonna be. Is this going to be a fucking list where they have good takes with the Sternritter, but shit takes for the Espada?
Maybe. Let's see. Seven.
Let's see if they follow the trend. Number 7.
7. They can
Dang it.
defeat
They can defeat.
Bankai.
Yes, prideful.
That's assuming CBR can even make a good take.
Nah.
Hey, they made a good take with number 9.
Yeah, Sternritter had a better entrance. Easy. But alright. 7. Sternritter. They
They
can
can
defeat
defeat
Bankai.
Bankai.
The Quincy don't
What?
even have an answer to
Dude, it's my
Shinigami's
turn.
powerful. What?
It's my
Wait
fucking
a
turn.
minute.
You just read number 8.
Oh
You just read
shit.
number 8.
Oh shit.
Fix
I
your
was
memory.
I was going off, bro. I was about to be like, yo, 7. Yo, 6. Alright.
The Quincy don't have an answer to the Shinigami's powerful long. Yes, they do. They have a jet standing.
Yo.
Ugh. So they just create a device that steals it. Additionally, the Sternritters are formidable enough to withstand Bankai attacks, only losing when the Shinigami got last-minute upgrades near the war's end. By default, the Sternritter are already on Bankai level. Ooh, they're on the base takes. Even in base forms, they're Bankai tier.
Yeah.
In contrast, the Espada lost the moment someone whipped out a Bankai. No. The
No.
Espada's fights dragged on because they were on equal footing with their Shinigami foes. No one was immediately stronger than the other. But the moment certain captains like Soifun and Kyoraku summoned their Zanpakuto's strongest forms, the Espada quickly fell after a few hits.
What are you talking
No.
about? This is just
Dude,
blatantly wrong.
Grimdust's already bodying Ichigo in his Bankai multiple times.
I was wailing on him. Dude, Shunsui is playing games, which is his actual ability the entire time with Stark. Once he gets serious. Like, come on, dude, what are you talking about? Stark was trying to goad him into using his Bankai. Stop it.
Stark didn't even fight a Bankai. He's like
Yeah,
the only. He's like the only Espada that didn't fight a Bankai.
exactly.
Then you have, then you have fucking Yami almost killed Bankai, Byakuya, and Kenpachi. Then you
Yep.
have Bargon. Not only negged Suifon's first attempt at her Bankai, but also tanked, although barely surviving, her second one. It took fucking Hachi using his own powers against him to finally kill him.
Yep. Dude,
And then you have
these
Halibel. She was bodying Bankai Toshiro, Mukiura, bodying Bankai Ichigo.
dude, it's literally like you have to realize, dude. You have to put this into perspective. You have to think about it like this, right? We have these guys pushing these guys to the limit and nearly killing them, right? If the visors weren't there, so literally these niggas getting jumped. If these guys didn't get jumped, a lot of these guys would have lost. Toshiro. Toshiro did win. I'm not gonna lie though. Hollywood did come back though. So I'm like, we don't know. Soifo would have died to Baragon. Period. Yami, if he was 1v1 in either Kenpachi or Byakuya, they would have died. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What is this? Come on, bro.
This is such a bad point. Like, they have no answer. The fuck are you talking about? Like, Bambiana even says, like, yeah, we're more comfortable with the Volt standing because our powers we're used to.
Yeah. Like,
Like, just stealing the Bankais from captains was just like the icing on the cake, just to rub it in that they're really fucked.
they're like, bro, this this is how you know y'all are fucked. That's literally the energy like this had. This is how you know you're fucked here. Like that's literally the vibes right here. This is very just sus.
Uh, so I guess number 9 is going to be their only base take.
Number nine, only good take. I'm already prepared for that. I can sense it already. But all right, numero six, Espada. They had better fights. All right, so Bleach arguably hits its zenith with the Espada fights. What is this link to? 10 characters with the least fights ranked. Why is this what you link? The heck? As each
Yeah,
duel
we're not
against
going over
Captain
that. We're
Class
not
Hollows
fucking going over
was
that
essentially
list.
a mini arc filled with great action and tense literal clash of beliefs. At their best, each of Spada's fights was a battle of swords and wits, forcing Ichigo and his friends to think outside of the box to beat Hollows, who were just as strong and determined as they were. Meanwhile, the Quincy's powers were also over the place, were so all over the place that their fights were both rushed and lacking. After whipping out many of the Soul Society's strongest hitters, the Quincy abruptly lose their advantage and are unceremonially defeated almost as quickly as they arrived. This wasn't because of a decisive blow, but because the story had to get to the next plot point as soon as possible. No, that is cap. What is
They
this
got
cap?
stronger. The Shinigami just got stronger over the course of the arc. What the fuck are you talking
Literally,
about?
I'm like, because dude, like the fights were back and forth
Like,
as fuck.
if what they just wrote there was accurate, Kensei would have bodied Master Masculine.
Dude, yes, Kensei got fucking murked. He's dead. The nigga died. Bro, dude. We have Kensei and Rose fighting this nigga. Both of them are slumped. Rose nearly won. But, bro, this man Mask did something pretty smart, bro. Oh, it's sound based? Let me just neck my eardrums. Oh, shit. Now my ability doesn't work. Goodbye, sir. Now I win. Like, Mask was powerful. Mask was based, bro. This nigga, this nigga's
Like,
just like, sound?
put this in perspective. Put
Easy.
this in perspective. Kensei and Rose did basically nothing to get any stronger, to our knowledge at least, and they got bodied the hardest in the second invasion.
Like, bruh. They weren't training as much, bro. It just is what it is. They just weren't training as much, bro. They just didn't drink as much milk. But dude, there are so bro. Pernida versus our boy Mayuri, bro.
Ayuri,
Golded.
that is
That fight is
so good.
golded. Dude. Lele versus Sunsweet is powerful as fuck, bro. Dude, when he's like, bro,
Askin versus Keyskate,
yes,
Yorikoichi, and to a lesser extent Grimjow.
yes, dude. Like, bro, it's actually a combined effort, dude. It's such a combined effort, dude.
It's something like Goku versus Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga energy.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, it's just, dude, we have Renji coming back and taking out Mask, bro. This man got his training app, and he's like, bro, stop it, bro. I'm a new person,
Dude, we
please.
got Kenpachi versus Grammy.
Dude, Kenpachi versus Urahana. Oh wait, no, that's not with the Sternritter though.
And that
That's
one
not with the
doesn't.
Sternritter though.
And that one,
That's for the 1,000 Year Blood War, bro. That's for the 1,000 Year Blood War.
yeah.
I was rushing in too much. I was rushing in too much. But that's just the quality of the fights, bro. Grammy versus Kenpachi was insane.
Like hell, even Bashy versus Toshiro was pretty interesting.
Dude, Asnod versus
Like how they
Rukia.
tried to create workarounds, you know?
Dude, Asnod versus Rukia is going to be so, bro. I hope they just go balls to the wall for that, dude. Asnod and Rukia, bro. I really do hope they go balls to the wall for that, dude. They can make that fight really powerful, dude. Like that fight is cold. You keep it a buck 50. I'm like 100% what you do. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it honest. I think
And
the Sternritter had better fights though. Like, I'm just being honest.
like, let's not pretend that every fight from the Espada was a masterpiece. Like Aranero versus Rukia, Yami was pretty disappointing overall. Despite, especially because he's the strongest, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, Zomari just shows up and dies in literally 4 manga chapters.
What
That's
do you
his
mean?
only fucking screen time.
He wasn't even a
His
fight.
fight isn't that great. Zael, for as interesting as it is, it's just not very entertaining to watch. Just because, like, he's literally negating everything Renji and Ryu can do. Like,
Yep.
it's not even a competition at that point, you know?
I think that's a Chi.
Like I think that's going a little too overboard. I think like Sal's
Like,
fight
Mayuri versus
is good.
Zael is too far in the other direction. Probably Mayuri's worst fight.
Nah, bro. The Mayuri's fight's cool, dude. And he has his speech about bro perfection. Nah, bro. Stop it. Stop. I'm gonna need you to stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. I'm gonna need you to stop. My boy, my friend, my amigo. I'm gonna need you to stop.
I'm just saying, by comparison to his fight with Ryu and his fight with Renata, kind of disappointing. Just because of how one-sided it was, you know? It didn't feel like a real... Like, I guess the best way I could put it is, like, Mayuri's fights at their best are, like, chess matches. But, like,
Chess matches.
Mayuri had Zael in checkmate, like, 3 or 4 or 5 turns ago, you know?
Yeah. I can see it from some perspectives, but I can also see it from the perspective that is just like, dude, it's like it's a better written fight, I would say, in like than the Soul Society. I would say it's a better written fight, and I think the fight with Pernada is better written than that fight.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mayuri versus Renata is definitely, like, one of his highlights, absolutely. I could
Yeah.
definitely agree on that.
Um, dude, Basby and Hashwell, dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50, bro. I really like that fight. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. I like the flat, dude. I can't lie. I
You
that
like the
scene gets to me,
Mohawk man with the nuts and bolts in his
bro.
ears.
I can't lie, dude. I fucked heavy. Dude, it's a good fight, bro. All right, bro. All right. But let's move on, bro. Yeah, like
Uh,
I think this like unironically though, like I think both of us agree, and Prideful if he had seen it would agree that the Sterner do have better fights. With the animation, bro, we already know. Like, there's just more content there to have fun with, dude. Like, I think
yeah.
everybody's gonna agree by the time it's actually animated. I think
Yeah.
this is just like this because
Although,
like
again,
it's not animated.
Like,
like, part
again,
of the
like,
problem is definitely that, like,
is actually good.
it definitely does. It's not exactly a one-to-one comparison too, because like
Yeah,
we know that they're not like comparing manga panels for the Arankar arc to
yeah.
the fucking Sternritter.
They're probably referencing like, bro, that scene at the start of Hellverse, bro, Ichigo versus Full Hollow Ichigo. They're being like, bro,
Yeah.
look. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
stop.
Like, the only good fights that the Espada had were, like,
Oh,
the two captains versus the three big Espada, being Starkbergen and Hollybell, or
Hello.
and Grimjow. Those are the only good fights.
You're really
Cat,
gonna disrespect Ichigo
Noitora.
versus Ulquiorra at the end?
Ichigo versus
Noitora versus
Ulquiorra as
Jetty?
well. Yeah, bro,
Actually,
stop.
Moritora versus Moritora. That actually, yeah, I forget about that one. That one's probably the best one in the arc.
What? Bruh, okay. But besides,
Okay,
yo, we,
let's
we need
move
to get
on. I know we're
fine.
getting to our own
Yeah.
personal fight takes here.
Stern.
Let's fucking
Okay.
move on.
Okay. Is it my
Sternritter, their
turn?
powers are more creative. It's my turn. I'm doing the Sternritter, you're doing the Espada. Because they're
No.
alternating.
Dang. All right.
Sucks for you.
You get the you get the better ones.
Sternritter, their powers are more creative. While all Sternritters have the base ability to fire arrows, their power sets are determined by a letter designed to them by Yuha. For example, Bambietta, Sternritter E, the Explode, can make things blow up. You're really oversimplifying things there.
That's not even
This leads to
accurate.
26 Sternritter with unique abilities and volt standings, all of which are distinct from one another and something fun to discover. Meanwhile, the Espada's abilities are limited by the fact that they're mockeries of the Shinigami.
What?
No, don't disrespect them like that.
Mockeries?
They're basically Aizen's first and Gote 13, now comprised of humanoid hollows who mastered fog guy called Resurrection. While the Resurrections are cool and memorable even today, they feel derivative when compared to the Wanderer's assortment of
No.
powers. Like, okay, I won't
No.
deny, like, okay, the title, I completely agree with. Like, it, the stories just have more creative abilities, more hacks in general, whereas, like, half these spadas are just beat sticks.
Yeah.
Like,
What
come
do you
on,
mean?
you don't have to disrespect them that hard.
What do you mean? The Espada have so many more abilities in the Sternritter. They have Blue Sarrow, Red Sarrow,
Black Sarrow, Blue Sarrow with
Sarrow.
lightning around it.
Dude.
They have Green Sarrow.
What?
Don't forget Green Sarrow.
So I agree that their powers are more creative. For your explanation's wrong though.
Green
Like
Sarah.
this is wrong. Uh, your power is awakened by Yuha. He doesn't choose what it is though. He doesn't actually choose what it is. He just awakens their power.
Like,
But they
Yuha and Uryu both have the letter A, and their abilities are completely different.
yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't
but
assign anything. He just awakens what your ability
overall,
is.
the Espada do have more abilities. They have as many Espada. They have as many symbols as there's colors in the rainbow.
Anyways, so saying the Espada's abilities are mockeries of the Shinigami, I just don't know where this is from. Like, bro,
They're really just Hollow's take on a Shinigami's abilities.
like, do the Shinigami have hero? I don't think they do. Do they? Ah, no. Stop it.
And, like, also, they got Bandietta's power wrong. She doesn't make things. Like, she doesn't just blow things up. She turns things into bombs that then
Yeah,
explode.
dude. It's also like they're mockeries of the Shinigami, dude. They're different techniques that they have different uses, dude. The Sonito,
They're
like
like different schools of martial arts.
literally, like the Sonito can't be sensed. Like the Quincy's like a movement technique. Theirs like is the most cost effective. Like and the Shinigami one is just the basic one. That's just it's alright in everything. It just doesn't have a specialty. I'm like, dude, come on, bro, stop it, stop it right now. But
You don't have to disrespect the Espada so fucking hard.
yeah, this is just blatant slander. I'm like, stop, please, it hurts. But all right,
So, you have the right idea, but you didn't go about the best way go explaining it. Half
big
a
stick
point, I
Shonen.
guess.
All right, for Espada, they have better motives. Oh, brother, the Espadas weren't weren't stereotypical bad guys, but individuals with reasons for attaining. Example, Vargon wants to kill Isaac, or keeping. Example, Hollowell over her life to Isaac's. Haribos owes her life to Isaac's power. In fact, some fans hope the Espada won so that they could succeed at least once in their
Fatalistic.
fatalistic lives. Interesting. But let's go on. Let's move on. At best, the Sterners just follow orders, which isn't a good excuse in real life, and even weaker one in fiction. Bruh, they just follow orders. Interesting. As a whole, they want vengeance against the Shinigami. Individually, their motives range from shallow, example, Roberts.
Akutron.
What the fuck is an Accutron, bro? It's
I
fiercely
don't know, you tell me, I know German.
to non-existent example. Masculine and masculine likes wrestling. Arguably, only Basby had a semblance of a personal motive. i.e., revenge against Yuha. But even this was glossed over. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
We got like
Like,
2 chapters of flashbacks for his backstory and motive.
yeah, dude.
Like
Like,
that's also Hashwald's backstory and motivation.
yeah,
Like I won't deny, like I can agree with this in principle. But again, we can't just pretend that all the Espadas are grade A hits. Like Aranyera, what's his fucking motivation? I don't know. He's an evil dick. Yanni, he's just an asshole. Zamari, he's just a fanatic who loves Aizen a bit too much.
Wait, we're talking
You know
about
what I mean?
Momo?
no. What?
What?
Bro, what the? Dude, okay, so I can't. So, like, the reason I don't agree with this is because this is framed in the idea that the Sternritter aren't people who joined U-Haul, right, on their own accord, being saved by U-Haul and being grateful to U-Haul, and therefore, right, wanting to, by whatever motivations they do have, such as like asking, wanting to see the world that U-Haul does create. Like we have people like Robert that over fanatics, people that just like got saved by U-Haul, like such as Asnot. Like, dude, we
Dude,
just
Asma
have
was a fucking cancer patient, like
little.
on his deathbed by the time Yuha showed up. Like, hey, want me to take your life here?
I'm like, dude, come on, dude. Like, I think it's just like, I think you're being like you're downplaying like the Stern Ritter. Like I don't know, like the way it's phrased, I think it's like it's downplaying it, dude. I don't know, bro. Keep it at $1.50. Cause I'm like, their motives aren't only just their backstories. It's what it changes to. Like, oh shit, we're betrayed. Uh, Basby. We have Latato, Giselle.
Lototo and Giselle.
Yeah, literally being like, all right, yeah, let's go fight. Let's go fight, take down Yuha, bro. He betrayed us. We want to kill Yuha now. And then we have like somebody like nah, being like nah, bro. What? Y'all are betraying His Majesty, even though he got betrayed himself. I'm like, dude, come on, bro.
I feel like this comes from overhyping the Espada.
Yeah,
Because, like, don't get me wrong, like about half of them definitely do have compelling backstories and motivations, but the other half not so much. But we could say the same for the Sternritter,
yeah. I'm like,
although a little less being compelling than
yeah.
half.
I'm like, dude. I just nah, bro. I think
Like,
this
dude,
is
fucking Askin, he's into this thing just out of curiosity for what Yuha's going to do.
yeah. I'm
Like
like,
that is such a unique motivation in this universe. Just
yep.
like I want to see what happens, you know?
Dude, Uri Uri is considered a Sternritter as well. So I'm like, honestly, dude, like Uri's motivation does count as well. Like if we really want to get into love, all right, we won't get into it. We won't get into it. But Uri does that. Uri was part of it. But now your good take Sternritters.
Sternritter, they have a more diverse lineup. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Diverse races,
Huh?
Gender ratio?
maybe. Like
What
maybe.
is what is this? Or are they doing something about ability wise? Let's see. This is really a case of being spoiled for riches, since both the Espada and Sternritter are well-designed roster antagonists. That said, the Espada are more uniform than their archer counterparts, but all to the wrong part being different shades of warriors who have a bit of skull attached to their person. What the fuck is that phrasing?
I don't know.
This isn't actually. Why is this so weirdly written? This is like something that would come out of a Crossverse CBR list, not a narrative analysis.
Bruh.
In contrast, the Sternritter is where the design philosophy went wild. The only thing the Sternritter have in common is the white in their uniforms, with each elite Quincy looking like they came from a completely different anime. From a walking nightmare like Asnod, to Bambietta's girls posse, to a sentient hand, to whatever beach. Really? Really, you're saying it's whatever BG9 is supposed to be, and fucking not Pernina? No two Sternritter look alike, and they're all hard to forget. Dude, no two Espada look alike.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait,
their
man,
uniforms.
you're right. You're
What?
right. Berrigan and Grimjow look exactly the same. Like, there's no way to distinguish between them in them.
Yo, Noitora and Ulquiorra are identical because they got black hair. Ignore the skin tone, height difference, different physiques. Ignore everything. They look identical. Yo, fucking Yami? Yami is really fucking ugly. He is really out there for Bleach designs. Aragero?
Dude.
Look at Aragero! He's like the weirdest design character in the whole fucking show.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm just gonna use some CBR logic here. Oh, don't you know? All the hollows look exactly the same in the resurrections. Like, just look at Yami and Ukiora. They look exactly the same.
Nah, don't say Zonmari, dude. They're both of the darker skin complexion.
Look at Ukiora.
Ulquiorra's fucking gray and black, nigga.
Dude, do you not see the, have you not seen the anime? His skin is actually chalk white.
Yes, dude. If we had to compare it to anybody, it would be the white man. Oh, dude, I need to stop this. I don't want to get canceled. To stop this, bro. Yeah, let's let's go to number two. But like, dude, for this, okay, but for saying this, like, the Sternritter and the Espada have the same concept. They have a general uniform that they just have different like avenues to show it. Like they just have different
Variations and
designs.
stuff.
Yeah, it's just the Sternritter have
And
more
like,
people. Like this
you
isn't a
just like,
point.
if we're just talking like character design wise, like the Espada are as diverse pound for pound because no two Espadas look alike.
Yeah.
Just like you could, hell, actually, you could actually argue the Sternritter are ever so slightly worse in this aspect because there's literally identical twins in the group.
Yeah. You can't say that. Honestly, yeah. That's fair. I'm like, But
Yo,
alright.
CBR is wrong for that reason alone. Bad points.
Oh
Negative 2
shit.
points.
Alright. For two, there are more interesting characters. The Espada. Even today, the Espada remain not only Bleach's best antagonist, but one of the most iconic villainous factions in all anime. Alright, each member, especially Grimchow, who's become a fan favorite, adds more to what the Espada represents as a group, with it being both Aizen and the Hollows, one shot at surpassing their unfairly predetermined destinies. What? With being Aizen and the Hollows, one shot at surpassing their unfairly predetermined destinies? What is their predetermined destiny? Question mark? What are you referring to?
Being a wild animal, because like that's basically the fate of a hollow. I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
Next paragraph, Noons. Next paragraph.
At their best, the Sternritter is a collection of great concept art for anime antagonists. They go through the motions of what typical shonen bad guys do. Example: infighting, condensing condescending the heroes, uh, condescending, shouldn't be condescending to the heroes, killing, etc. But they lack the time and investment that gave the Espada depth. In the end, they were just roadblocks each one friends had to knock over to get to you. Had to knock over to get over to you. Whatever. Um, feels like you're kind of down. It feels like you're kind of downplaying the
Writing for the
honestly.
Sternritter. Like,
Yeah.
I will say, pound for pound, I do think the Espada are more interesting characters than the Sternritter. Just because, like, again, half the Sternritter don't fucking do anything or really matter. Because, like, in terms of character development and character depth, like, there's not a lot for half of them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does Gerard Valkyrie and Lilith fucking have, character-wise? What does, the three Sternritters that were off-screen by Kenpachi have? You know what I mean?
It is what it is. It is what it is. don't particularly have that much.
So I guess I could give CBR this point, but it still feels like they're downplaying because like not all the Sternritters are just one-dimensional nobodies. Like Basby, Askin, who the fandom loves, or Naida is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like you're down, honestly.
Again, pound for pound, I do think that Espada, proportional to their members, do have better characters. So
Yeah, just uh, just what's gonna happen when you have more characters, a bigger group. That's what's gonna happen. All right, and
what
then
is the number one reason for the Sternritter being better than the Espada? Why are the
ooh,
Sternritter better than the best? What could it be?
yeah, what could it be, CA?
They inflicted permanent damage. Oh boy,
Damn.
that is. Okay, let's get into that. For all the hype and legacy surrounding them, the Espada didn't really do much. You're not wrong. Half of them fought in the already barren Waco Munda, while the Karakura town the rest laid waste to wasn't even the real thing. At the arc's end, the Espada were vanquished and Soul Society's status quo in the living world, and the next reverted to its usual state, as if nothing happened. You know, they're really wrong. Like, I think the most impactful things were Ichigo losing his powers and Yama losing an arm, both of which weren't even done by the Espada. Meanwhile, the Quincy blew up the Serraton, killed half of the Soul Society's army, wiped out the First Division, and cut Captain Commander Yamamoto in half before blowing his corpse, all in the first wave of their siege. Afterwards, they froze what remained of Soul Society and continued wreaking havoc. Granted, the final arc unwisely undid most of this by resurrecting supposedly dead Shinigami and rebuilding Serraton, but the Quincy scarred Soul Society in ways Aizen and the Espada could only dream. So what's your take on this?
Hmm. I can see. I can see. They did kill Yamamoto. That is something that did happen. Uh, all the Espada did really was one showed like if it's just in reference to damage that they did uh for this point and that's all you're referencing, yes, the Sternritter did do more damage to like the greater world than the Espada did. So yes, this is correct by just like that point. But I feel like the way you're phrasing it for the Espada just like comes off as like
Dismissive?
yeah, feels dismissive.
Like, again, I don't disagree with the sentiment because at the end of the day, like, they didn't really do that much long-term, long-lasting, quote, damage. Like, yeah, everyone got stronger, but that's like a superficial thing. Like, what did the Espada do, like, to affect, you know, what did they leave impact-wise on the world at the end of the day? Not much.
Yeah, because they how long did it take to rebuild the Soul Society? Like how
A
long was it?
decade.
Yeah.
Because like they just finished fixing up the Soul Society in the second to last chapter, which takes place 10 years later.
So Starter cost 10 years worth of damage. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fine. I I don't know.
You
That's
know,
just like it just
like
feels this
half their like like there's only like really 2 points here that I can agree with unambiguous, like with no caveats. You know, the last one here, you know, number one for the Sternritter, and number 9. Like everything else either had some caveats.
Yeah, I can agree. 1 and 9. I can't agree with these two. I can do it without any caveats. Yeah. CBR finally has a dub in the saga. They have 2 out of 10. Finally, finally, dude. 2 out of 10. Has this ever happened before, Yang? Yang. Oh boy. I guess Yang died.
Dang.
Alright. But has this ever happened before? To y'all knowledge? 2 out of 10? CBR got 2 out of 10? Bruh. This is insane. Actually insane. This might have only been replicated once before with the light novel character. And I'm pretty sure that's it. No, it hasn't been done twice. I think it was only once with that light novel character. So, very odd for like 8 of these. But 2 of these, yeah, fine. 2 of these work. Cool. Coolie beans. And I guess since Yang died, I'll be ending this video. Overall, mad list. 2 points though. They work. They work. Hope you enjoy. Bye.